Well, I have to get Ava a mouse for her laptop for school or something, so here at Best Buy. I thought I would run through the racehorses quick for you. Not a lot of racing to talk about, but I'm going to do my best to talk about it. The horses getting ready, coming back, where they're at, where they're racing, what my thoughts are. Brace for Landing, just jogging. We'll start training him next week. I'll go with him myself middle of the week. That'll be fine. Carter Michael Dio was in a good spot this week. That's the most frustrating thing, is we had 10 horses in to go, and all 10 of them had pretty good shots for the most part. I guess Unbeatable Kemp from the outside had longer odds, but even him, he's always in the hunt. He's always got a shot. 9 for sure had great shots, and the one horse had an outside shot. So it's always very frustrating. Carter Michael Dio was one of the horses with a very good shot. We'll see how he comes out next week. Collector, again, races canceled Thursday at Mohawk. He'll be back in to go Thursday this week. Crantini, same thing. Didn't get in Wednesday. He actually did fit the class below. We should have shoved him in there. He'll race on Thursday. Irish Ray may make a trip. I know my father has to get licensed in Ohio because we qualified him there and had him in to go there. Had to scratch him because he's sick. Now he's going to have to get licensed in Pennsylvania. So I'm sure he won't be overly thrilled about that, but to race him around this area, that's just what you're going to have to do. Kenobi is going to be racing, I think they said February 3rd is when he'll be in to go at Saratoga, so that'll be interesting. Eager to see him start racing there. Spitfire Overseas is racing fantastic in Southern Ohio. Great job by Stacy and Brett. Horse looked great his last two. He's in to go Monday in Southern Ohio again at Miami Valley. Stay Special, admittedly a little bit flat last night, but noticed again, the track, the shoes, which was it? Was it neither or both? And again, how hard was she trained and prepped going into this race with the track the way it is? It always plays a horrible role in March, but as I said, it's January. It's not supposed to be a factor. We'll see how she bounces back for next week. I know she scoped okay, so I'm not overly worried about her. Steel Cowboy needs to continue to train. Couldn't train him this week at all. Tactical Mounts is back at the barn in Northfield Park, jogging now. She looks great. Tech Song Soprano looked awesome the other day. Great job by Megan and everybody attributed to that barn. It just turned into a nice horse. Just a nice horse for the stable. Walter's Keepsake. I was okay with scratching him tonight. He's not racing on Saturday, but I was anticipating him. We weren't going to race him back Wednesday. Then they said, may not race on Saturday. You want him back in? Yeah, sure, okay, put him back in. And then he draws the 8-hole. So he had the inside scratched, now draws the outside on Wednesday. Not ideal at all, but we'll see how that plays out with Walter's Keepsake. I jumped over Wallop. He's been training. We'll train him Wednesday, Saturday this week. Saturday maybe in the race bike 2.8 if we can do that and get him going also. He's not too far away. I'm very happy with the weight he's put on and the way he's looked on the track. Really, really happy with him. What do we get next? Greatest Ending. Gonna need some time to get that GGT down. Now this is new. We knew his feet bothered him. He had some old issues that bothered him that we were working on. Tie-up was a problem. But I believe all those issues I just talked about are the root cause of the stress that causes the tie-up. So we're constantly trying to clean him up, polish him up, and then have him good. It's frustrating. I get it. For my partners out there that are looking at him and say, we bought this horse, supposed to be a great horse, hasn't panned out yet, now he's not racing, what are we doing with this guy? I get it. 100% get it. But my answer to that would be, he's only 5. We know he has talent. We know he has speed. Let's not do anything to jeopardize his future and let him come back into form the way he wants to, the way we need him to. Because if we take good care of him, he'll likely take very good care of us. And that's the plan with Greatest Ending moving forward. JK Victory, I guess he's got to come back in too very soon. I'll get him back in the next couple of weeks, I guess. Looks like money. I doubt Harry's had a lot to do with this week. Again, it's just as bad over in Ontario. And Stutzman's Farm is great, but when it gets deep, it gets deep. So I highly doubt that Looks Like Money did a whole lot of anything other than jog this week. Renegade Gypsy raced great last week in Southern Ohio. Happy that he's racing well. Resolute Bay, again, got got rained out, so to speak. We'll get him back in this week. Serious Dragon is jogging full time now. He'll be back training, I suspect, in the next couple of weeks. 3-point blue chip. Long-awaited return for this guy will take place tonight at the Meadowlands. Good luck to everybody and everything in New Jersey. I guess not everything, but everybody attributed to 3-point blue chip's ownership. This is a horse that meant a lot to us. It's easy to forget, right? This is a horse that was everything to us throughout, at the end of, and during the end of his 2-year-old season into his sophomore season, and then to have him fracture that coffin bone was just a horrible blow to the stable. And then we worked to get him back. Andy and Julie did such a good job getting him back to the races. His qualifier was exciting at the Red Mile last year. Then we went to race him at Hoosier, and he wasn't sound. So gave him the entire year off. He's ready to go right now in racing tonight at the Meadowlands. So good luck to everybody. Unbeatable Kemp, 8-hole, not being able to race wasn't the end of the world. Just waiting to try and get him back into that non-winners at 10 condition claimer. Hopefully we can get that done this week. Now the problem is they'll draw it for Thursday this week. On Monday, will all that be settled by then? It's unlikely. So he may have to race in that non-winners 8 or 9,000 one more time. See if we can find a better spot, but I just don't see one around in the immediate future. Yo Mister is jogging in Ontario, probably back training very soon, this horse in Ontario. Good as him. Yeah, he was sore after his first start, and he's going to need some more time off. How long? I don't know yet. We're going to reassess at the 30-day mark with this guy, but there's a real chance that he aggravated or re-injured that coffin bone, which the rate of re-injury on those bones, I've always told everybody, I'd rather have a fractured coffin bone than a torn suspensory on any horse, because the soft tissue, there's always the chance of re-injury, always. And when it comes to fractures, especially in coffin bones, the way his was, there shouldn't have been a re-injury issue. Now, this is nature. These are horses. There's nothing that says, there's certainly no 100% or guarantees when it comes to any injuries, or any part of this industry for that matter. But I was taken aback, certainly, when I heard that he was sore on that foot and he may have re-injured it. Very surprised and obviously upset. So we're going to do whatever we can for good as him moving forward to make sure that he has every opportunity and is afforded every opportunity to make it back. We don't know the severity yet or how bad it was, but we'll know soon enough. Locatelli looked great the other night, winning the backup class. He's in the open. At least him and Tiger get separated now. And Locatelli looked some kind of good the other night. Chris Christopher drove the horse perfect. For those out there that weren't watching, drove the horse perfect, and the horse raced great. So good job by him. No free lunch. Was ready to go, but again, can't train him on that track this week. I suspect he'll be ready in another week or so. I know I've been saying that for a while, but another thing, have to be careful, especially the winter should be good for him. Hard track, consistency on the ground, we should be able to get him going. You start throwing in these soft tracks that are punching through, just be very careful. And that is what I'd said to Tim. Oakwood Cowboy was supposed to train today, and I believe the track was open for training. Was supposed to train today at Mohawk, so I'll be looking for an update from Dominic. He said he's training back really well, so very interested to see what's going to take place with this guy. Stay close. We had him over to see Dr. Brown for the first time ever the other day. No particular reason. We were taking Greatest Ending overall, so I wanted to have a fresh set eyes. 1, look at his blood work, and 2, look at his total body work, his total body, and tell me what your thoughts are on this horse. I was very happy with what I heard from Greatest Ending. He was concerned about the GGT, but we did map out a plan to get that down, work on some of his older issues, his feet in particular. He has some old scar tissue on one tendon sheath, and it's never bothered him, but I want to keep it that way. So we had talked quite a bit about that, and I said, hey, why don't you send Stay Close over there? And Dr. Brown was very happy with what he saw. He thought that he would be much, much better in his next start. So always nice to have a fresh set of eyes sometimes on the horses, and we'll see how this plays out. We'll see if Dr. Brown is correct, but he was pretty optimistic about how Stay Close was at the vet clinic the other day. Kings County, again, drawing the outside is not helpful at all. 9, now 8. Going to be another easy race for this guy. We got to get him moving at some point, but I guess if he's going to get tightened up and back in the swing of things and is losing money off his card to get in cheaper when he hits his best stride, I guess that's not the end of the world. It's quite a silver lining, but not much you can do when you draw the outside regardless. White Tiger raced great the other day, has been racing great. Very happy to see that horse finish second and then get into class where he should be dangerous again on Monday. And then Delicious Stone DK, Lauren's just been doing a great job with this horse. Yes, it's not what we bought him to do. We certainly didn't buy him to be an amateur horse, but at the same token, if we can get his confidence up and get him moving forward, then so be it. I'm all for it. Miss Rockadally, again, another horse that just was supposed to get back in the swing of things but couldn't with the cancellations and the soft track. She was in to go tonight. Patrick de Pirano was canceled on Friday. We'll get him back in to go next Friday afternoon also. So with that, those are the racehorses. I'm going to get this mouse for Ava. Later on this afternoon, we're going to talk about the 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. I want to grade all the 2-year-olds for you guys and then talk about some of the staking moving forward also. So with that, I'll let you go. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Take care.